Hey guys, Charlie here. Welcome back to Prison Architect. Long time no see. You guys miss me? Sorry. I've had some work to do, and then I got started with XCOM, and I guess I sort of got carried away with XCOM. One thing led to another. Well, lots of things led to lots of things. I'm recording today with OBS. I'm hoping that it kind of makes my videos a little more reliable. Recording Prison Architect with Bandicam is becoming a really big chore, so I don't know what the difference really is. I can't really decide or really figure it out, but for some reason, recording with Bandicam, if the frame rate starts to skip, so does the video recording. So it's weird. OBS kind of does things a little bit differently and handles it a little bit differently. So hopefully this will be easier to record for me. We just had a fire in this kitchen, and it messed up a whole bunch of my piping. It was kind of cheap. The fire, I think it's right here is what I need. Yeah, the fire started right here, and it destroyed the water piping, right? So all my sprinklers didn't work. And then, so since my sprinklers didn't work because it destroyed the water piping, it then spread to the electricity, which cut the power to this whole area. It was like the perfect fire, basically. And then, so now I've got the power routed. I'm actually gonna do this, I think, just to route it I want more redundancy, right? So if it goes out here, well, if it goes out right here, it's still gonna, actually, more redundancy would probably be, yeah, like that, and then like that. Yeah, so if it goes out here again, we could still get power going this way, and if it goes out here, then we still get it like going around. So I need to create redundancy. And then I've also done the small piping here. I've also dragged it up to here so that the sprinklers will have water from two different directions. At least that's the hope anyway. Because all this piping, like the connectors for the piping is all like messed up. Same thing with this. There we go. I think that will probably take care of it if they get on that. I've been busy making, oh, and I need to do the floor too. Hang on. Do the floor. Is this ceramics or just white tile? I think I made this the ceramic floor, which is the expensive stuff. Yeah, I need to put the tile back in too. Okay, I've been busy on the suburbs, as you can imagine. We've got all the buildings kind of in place here a little bit. I mean, we got some more expanding to do, but most of the buildings are in place. We've got some of the cells have you know, their items in place here, their beds and their toilets and their desks and televisions and all that stuff. I think this is going to be another common room, I think. Let's just... Or is this my medical ward? See, the thing about the medics, though, is like there's an infirmary right here. It's not that far away. They could just go here. So, like, to where this one over here, I feel like these houses were a bit... Like, all these houses are a bit too far away from this one. To where I think these ones are... It's kind of the same, isn't it? It's kind of the same. How about we do this? We make an infirmary like right here. Let's just make the foundation. I'm not going to plan anything. Let's just kind of do something like that. Like a little hospital clinic for them right here. It's fine. So we'll make that later. Now, let's see. We got a staff room. We got a common room down here. Here's a shop. I kind of want more shops. You know, these little towns and stuff, they got shops. I don't know what I was going to do for this building. Gonna have to... I don't know. Maybe just look into that later. Got a canteen right here that's being built, or is already pretty much in place, actually. Yeah, the tables are in place. The phone booths are in place. Kind of everything is in place. This is going to be a yard. We've got some, yeah, we got some electrical lines queued up here. Wondering when they're going to get on that. Let's get all the workmen to do all of this. I've also been letting it play on quite a few like days in game and stuff because we needed money. And so if I let it play on a bit, don't give the workmen any work to do, like all this stuff. If I just let them go a couple of days without giving them a whole bunch of stuff to do, then they start focusing on the forestry. And when they start focusing on the forestry, we get our exports full. And so here's our wonderful exports full. Fill up the truck, guys. Don't be dilly-dallying. We also, once the exports get full, they start filling up the workshops with wood too. There's a good supply of wood here. There's a piece of a stack. That's what it's called. A stack of wood on every single saw. So Got lots of work to do in these. And I've got them staffed. Staffed? Staffed. I think it's staffed, not staved. Staved sounds a little weird. Logistics and prison labor, right? I've got them all kind of set to their maximums here. I can't add any more. So some of them are smaller. I can only do so many prisoners, but it's okay because we've only got 64 eligible, and that leads me to another big event that's going to happen in this episode. And I'm hoping it doesn't crash the game at our frame rates. I've added a few more guards, and you know, I was always told, you know, I have too many guards. But the thing is, like right now I have 90 free. Okay, I get it. 90 free is a lot right now. I understand that. Wait until I fill the population. Now I keep saying that. So we got 6 hours till intake. I say we fill capacity. What do you think? Fill capacity. So we're going to have intake 100 prisoners tomorrow, and then 100 prisoners the next day, and then 100 prisoners the next day, all the way until 4:57. There we go. We're about to get a lot of dangerous dudes. Dangerous hombres are coming in. This actually isn't the right floor after all. This is the white tiles, I guess. So, my bad. That looks terrible. Let's get that done. Oh, and we blew out the wall here. That's healthy. That was the fire. Let's get that done too. Okay. So, also, the suburbs down here has... One second. Let's get the infirmary. I guess we could probably put a door... Well, the beds are too wide, so the bed will be here and here. So I guess any door, any in these areas will be fine. So how about we just kind of do like this? And maybe we'll have the back door too. Yeah, we can have a back door too. Why not? Okay, and then we're gonna want also, whoops, don't put it there. I think that's a misclick. Let's put it also with medical beds. Let's get a medical bed here, and we can space it out there. And then, let's say here and here. Nice little hospital for this area. Need to get that done too. So there we go. So yeah, that's what I've been working on pretty much. Utilities, I got all the electrical sort of laid out. We need a little bit more though. A little bit more electrical this way. It's gonna be fine. Doctors need their power, of course, for their life-saving medicine. Now, in order to get all these things hooked in, I'm gonna need another power supply, right? I'm gonna need another power station. And I've decided the power station is gonna fit right in there in this nice little staff-only area that's already kind of nice in here. I'm gonna do it in here. In fact, I think I'm also gonna do the water pump here as well. So let's do that. I'm going to get rid of the forestry. Yep, it's gonna start doing that on me. Let's get rid of the forestry. We're gonna get deaths every day. Happens every day. No way around it. I think I'm gonna go around the edge like this. So power station could be, oh, why can't I put that down? It's because of the tree. We need to dismantle the tree. And this one too. Let's get on that. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. This is actually an experiment for me. Like, I want to see if my video actually messes up. I don't think it will because it's not messing up with XCOM, and the game is also skipping and all that stuff. Every time we go to a loading screen with XCOM, it does that. So OBS seems to be handling that like a champ. So I'm going to keep that up. So I'm pretty sure this will be fine. We got rid of the epidemic that was happening after the end of the last episode. That took forever, but it worked itself out. I had paramedics. I brought both emergency sets of paramedics. I basically just kind of staffed 2 of them in this canteen, 2 of them in this canteen over here, 2 of them in this canteen over here, 2 of them in this canteen over here, right? And then I just kind of said, stay there and, you know, just stay there for a couple of days. And as people come through, you'll heal them, and that's it. Like, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to hunt them down. Forget that. So we got to like 100 and something sick because that's just the nature of how that works. Okay, we've got prisoners coming in. Let's slow this down. Make sure we don't miss anybody here because we're going to have some dangerous hombres Some real bad dudes coming in. And we're going to need our informants to help us out here. Dan, the man. You are coming in to tell me about my prison. Got a lot of question marks here. Hoping to get them sorted out. How about gangs? 31, 26, 26. Blue. And if you're wondering, well, that answers the question right there. There's blue leader. Blue leader's on this bus. The other blue leader got out. He's free. He managed to serve his whole sentence, and he got out. So he didn't escape. He was released, like officially released. And now we have a new blue leader. Okay, now let's take a look at this guy. He's a legendary. His name is Adam Jerome, 23 years old. He's starting out. He's worked himself up the ranks early in life. Please don't be volatile and deadly. Yes. Okay. So, expert fighter. Extremely quick. Extremely deadly. Extremely volatile. Extremely tough. Extremely strong. This is like... Yeah, he's not going to stay here for 10 years. He's going to have... This is like Little Gordon right here. He sentenced to 10 years for grievous bodily harm. It's going to be worse than that, I guarantee it. All right, well. You guys can deal with Adam Jerome then. What else do we got here? Yep. We got him taken care of. I need my informant to be in the office there. Tell me about it. There we go. Okay, so let's pause this. So we have a cop killer. And I still don't know how to protect these guys. Because prison guards may be unable to restrain themselves when subduing them, you know? If I put him in protective custody, he's just going to kick off in protective custody, right? He's just going to damage something in protective custody or whatever, and the guards will have to subdue him, and then they'll kill him. Basically, any situation at all where he ends up kicking off. So I'm going to try this. Maybe it's going to work, maybe it won't. I don't know. But we're going to put him in protective custody, and then I'm going to make him on permanent lockdown. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. But yeah, so like that's the only thing I can think of. Put him on permanent lockdown. It might deter him from kicking off. Might, I don't know, deter him from messing things up, destroying property, and really anything that would get the guards' attention. I don't know. 2 deaths. Yeah, it's going to happen. Materials. I need to get the floor to be like... There's like little things that I have to sort still, like floors and like little tiny tiles. We have walkways, little sidewalks and stuff that aren't quite completed yet. We got this whole area that I don't know what to do. Several buildings here still don't have even entrances because I'm not sure like if they're necessary yet, if they're needed yet. I forget what this was actually for. I know I have to like go back and like really look at things, and you know, when we're finalizing the prison, I'll go back and like finalize all these things and make sure they work and you know that they're as I expected them to be. We have a couple of guys here who are getting targeted. This guy's ex-law enforcement. So let's get the ex-law enforcement. Whoops. Yep, let's get him in protective custody. Got a snitch right here. That's a snitch, yep. Let's get him in protective custody. We got another one right here. Yep. If I can get him clicked on, yep. Protective custody, yep. Okay. Got all the bad hombres. Fearless, gang members. We'll take a look at gangs once the population fills up. We got another... I don't know. Well, we're going to have more cells here because I'm going to turn on more cells. But oh, hang on. We got another legendary here. Who's this? Hold on. Let's click him. Who's he? That's not him. That's not the right one. It's this guy, right? Yep, it's this guy. Expert fighter. Well, legendaries go in Supermax, please. Oh boy. That's going to be fun to deal with, isn't it? I think that's all of them, right? Is that all of them for the day? We took in a lot. We actually only have capacity for not a lot more. I mean, like 60 more, but it's going to be... We're going to get our population filled up pretty quick over here in this area. We've only got one... Oh, that's sad. You just store the guard in the morgue slab. Almost always, the deaths that happen in this prison are in this area. Almost always. Warren Brown, he might get out. He might get out. He's not extremely volatile. He's also not an expert fighter. So, he's not extremely deadly or a fighter or volatile. So, he doesn't do anything. Experience. All he's done the entire time he's been here is tried to escape once. He's just completely docile. I love it. I want all the gang leaders to be like Warren Brown. I have a feeling you guys... Why are there not snipers in the towers? Where are my snipers? Where are my snipers? Is this another bus? I think that's another bus. Let's take a look real quick. Another legendary. Okay, this is gonna get fun. It's gonna get fun. Is it you? Yep. Expert fighter, extremely volatile, but not extremely deadly. Okay, there's hope for you. 19 years. There's hope for you. Supermax, please. Yeah, every time I mouse over this list, my camera's gonna move. So I'm trying not to, but sometimes it happens. Wow, we're really filling the prison here. Are we filling the prison on this intake? Is that what that meant? It looks like we're only gonna intake 27 more tomorrow. That's crazy. We got lots of money, though, and that's what I needed. Money to finish things off. What are you doing? What are you doing? I think we're waiting to have... You know what I need is I need more guards. I know what you're saying. You have so many guards. I need more. Look, there's only 3 available. They're not getting their queues done. Look at all these prisoners who have not been processed. We need more guards. That's the way it is. I'm going to hire this many. And then I'm going to take a look at deployment really quick and see if I can't alleviate some of the stresses here. This area, I can probably get rid of some of these. This is going to start getting used more now because we're going to start getting more people in the cells. So, but I think I can probably take a few away from here. Yeah, a few out of here, I guess. Probably a couple out of here, too. We also have an execution to do. He's only got 6% chance at clemency. He hasn't really done anything, though. He's not really harming me all that much, you know? And I don't need the money. All right. Guards are in here now. They should be getting on with it. Should be getting their queues all taken care of, hopefully. And we're going to need to train them for chasers, too. We have money, though. That's what I'm looking for. Tell me there's no more buses. Okay. So, 23 more prisoners tomorrow. And now it says we're over capacity. 1 prisoners are unable to be assigned to a cell. Well, that's the purpose, right? That is the entire reason why we have the holding cells, all right? So hopefully they go to one of the holding cells. Or it could be this area too. Let me see. Deployment. These are all cells. How many protective custody do we have? I have capacity for 22. Wait, how? How do I have capacity for 22? That's strange. That's pretty strange, actually. Not sure how that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's how. I thought this was 10 by 10. I was like looking for the other 2 cells I might have. Okay. Well, that's why then. We don't have any hot water to this. Is there any way I can get hot water to that? I think it's all coming from this water boiler or this one. Either way, I think both of them are just too far away. And then there's this one, which is again too far away. So I guess suck it up, Buttercup. Probably can't do that because the cell's gonna get really cold. I'll look at it later. I want to make sure these guys are all getting taken care of. What's the gangs looking like now? Are any of these other guys gang leaders? 29, 29. We got 34 in red. We got 1 blue leader in. 1 red leader. No green leader still. After all that intake, still no green leader in the prison. I feel like I can't end the series until we get a green leader, right? Don't we have to have all the leaders in the prison before I make this like a thing? Look at this. They're all coexisting. They're all getting along, praying to whatever gods they have, whatever gods they subscribe to. They're all getting along so far until a huge fight breaks out in this area. There's only 1 guard in there. That poor soul. Probably should staff more people in here. At least the second guy, because that's just waiting to happen. That's a problem. Let's get at least 1 more guy in there. I'm gonna put 2 in there for now. Okay. So 418. It says 1 guy cannot be subscribed to a cell. It's this guy, right? Prisoner requires solitary confinement, but no solitary cells are available. Okay, so there's no solitary. I don't have solitary in protective custody. I mean, we knew this, but I guess I just didn't. You know what? We don't really need it all that much. Not really. I'm going to put this as protective custody. And you know what? Actually, normal doesn't have any either. Let's turn these back into solitary, I guess. They're already kind of built here. They're already ready to go. I just haven't like demolished them yet, so I think for the time being, I don't need to do that because I just got done saying they're already built. Solitary. Let's just kind of do this for now. We'll leave that in its place. I think I need to designate these though, because I don't want some random occurrence where our supermax prisoner gets brought all the way over here for some dumb reason. So let's actually get deployment on these, and I'll go like this. Come on. There we go. That way, at least there is some solitary for this prisoner. So it's gonna kick in, right? Any minute now? Any minute now? The thing about Prison Architect, being so CPU heavy, it's gonna take a while for certain things to happen even. There we go. And the warning went away. Oh, there it is. Yep, warning went away. So we've got capacity for 23 more. 23 more, my gosh. Look at exports and trash. Come on, workmen. Get on it. Lots of forestry. Lots of stuff to do, guys. But we're getting it done. We're getting exports out. I think they prioritize exports until there's 2 trucks, and then they fill it up with trash. So like right here, this one will get trash, this one will get exports. That's a perfect example, actually. Really, really good example. And they're getting filled up pretty much at the same time, and out they go. 2 more trucks come in. And there we go. Maybe we'll get exports on the other one now. I don't know. Either way, we're making some pretty good money now. You can see it's been a few days since the last episode. It's been more than a few days in real life, but it's been a few days in game too. And you know, we're making some pretty good money. Got some good cash flow. Things are looking good for that. So, yeah. Okay, I think one of these buildings was supposed to be a church. I don't know. I think maybe we need a bigger one. Hold on. What's all this going on? What is all this? Oh, the reason why we don't have snipers. Probably because this isn't connected anymore. I disconnected this by accident. I was going to hit connect, and I instead clicked. I did with one of those things where you click like right near the bottom of the button for some reason, and I ended up moving it down a little bit too much, and I clicked clear connections. So there's probably a few of these remote doors that are not connected. Probably. There we go. I bet my snipers can all get back to work now. I really would like them to not be wandering around, though. The reason why I put these armories so close to the towers was, you know, so they don't have to do this. Like this woman here, she's carrying a rifle, but she's going to go out and walk into the general population now, and I don't want her to do that. That's the reason why these are here, but apparently the AI is, like, not conditioned to just go to the nearest armory it seems kind of random to me. It just goes to whatever armory they want. Looks like I'm gonna need more snipers too, because I got a lot of towers that don't have them in there. So let's add a couple more snipers. And none of them are gonna go to this tower. They're all gonna go out into the general population with their rifles. Okay. Well, if I can't prevent it, then I can't prevent it. Apparently I need even more snipers. Let's get another. Until we get one that, now look, I put him right next to this, right? And now he's on his way to another armory way away to get his rifle. Instead of going to the one that's right here, he's gonna go all the way across the prison to get another rifle. So, anyway, if you're wondering why I haven't been playing Prison Architect as much lately, it's because I have a boost in my work schedule. And on top of that, I really still do. I've always been really into XCOM, and I've always been really into that turn-based strategy game kind of thing. And XCOM is, in my opinion, the best turn-based strategy game ever made. Perhaps second to Civilization. But the thing is, they're both by the same studio, so like whatever, it's cool. That studio is awesome. Firaxis is great. But here's the thing. I've always been really into it, and now that Long War 2's out, I've just been obsessed with playing it. And I thought, I'm gonna do a series on this. And once I started, I couldn't stop. But the thing is, like, little things like that, where the AI is kind of messed up like that, and doesn't really do quite what I expect, it just, I don't know. I mean, I'm being nitpicky now. But like little things like that kind of are what got me into like wanting to try another game out really quick. And then once I got into it, it was like, yeah, let's just keep doing this for a while. But I do love this prison. I really love this prison. It's coming together. It has come together quite nicely. And now all that's left to do really is to make sure that our prisoner capacity gets to 500. We get the final grant. And yeah, and then we'll just turn it over to you guys, and then we'll do an escape from there. You know, it's kind of it. These toilets are all not connected. Yeah, I guess I didn't do it right. Well, I could do it like this. I'm just gonna do it like this. Yeah, and then we'll connect it like that. Whatever, it's fine. Get those connected. Are these not cells yet? They're not designated as cells. And why would they be? There's no beds in there. So let's do that now, too. Is this how I want it, though? Yeah, the shower is in front of the door, of course. So let's just do this. We'll turn this around. And we'll just kind of do like that. Okay. Toilets. All the way down. Perfect. And drains. All the way down. Shower heads. Well, we'll go like this way, I guess. I think I got every square there. And then radiators. As super stupid expensive as they are. There we go. What was this gonna be? I did something here. I'm just gonna make it more cells. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was more cells, because I think I spaced it out to where I could put a, yeah, that's what it was. I spaced it out so I could put another wall here anyway, so. Did I put, it looks like I put foundation here. In the event that I did, let's make sure I double check. Space, wall. Yeah, should be no foundation here. So that foundation can go. Okay, now I want all this to be prioritized too. And then I need to get started on this. And to do that, we're gonna demolish the wall here and here. And then here and here. And then we're gonna build this brick. Guess I made it brick. Okay. Straight through here. Wow, I guess I made it brick all the way around, so I might as well continue that brick. So we'll continue the brick. Whoops, don't do that. Continue the brick here and down here. Like that. And then the same thing. Beds. Toilets. Whoop. Oh, you were doing so well. You were doing so well. Drains. Like that. Shower head. Like that. And radiators. Like that. And then, of course, we need the jail cell doors as well. So, do we not have any of those in? No, we don't. Oh, no, I can't do that with these because they actually can be put. We can actually put them in the walls, and I don't want to do that. So, we do have to place them one at a time. Like this. People are getting angry. Are they getting upset at their gang leader being punished or something? Probably. Now that we have a extremely deadly, extremely volatile expert fighter. Oh great, a riot. It's gotta be because of that, right? It's an instant riot. Why is there an instant riot? Hold on. Unconscious, dead, legendary. This is Ashton Smith. Yep, he's being punished. Oh, he got in the cell with Warren Brown. He got in the same yard as Brown. That's why. Yeah. Ashton Smith. I don't know how to prevent that. I think the only thing I can do is to have Supermax have its own... I don't know, like, this is supposed to be providing some suppression, but I don't think it's enough suppression for these guys. Scott Doyle, yeah, I mean, this yard idea back here is not... It's not really working very well. 34 gang members are furious at their gang leaders being punished. Well, both of these guys, Warren Brown is a gang leader, so let's get him unpunished. Then we've got Alex Parkin. That's not it. We've got, who is this? Yeah, Adam. Here we go. So Adam is the other gang leader. So we should be able to clear this up pretty quickly, right, guys? Looks like the problem might be growing. 17, 18. Let me figure out where they all are. 19, 45, okay. A lot of people. You can do this. Come on. Let's do a bang up. Everyone back to your cells. Come on. Everyone back to your cells. 20 prisoners, 18. Yeah, we can take care of this. You guys got this. I believe in you. 12, 11. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Come on. As soon as the riot's done, we can get you out of the cells. Come on. There we go. Okay, banging up's over with. Everyone can come out of their cells now if they want to. Relax. Get in touch with your food and get some food in your bellies. Get in touch with your spiritual side is what I meant to say. Okay, let's take a look at the utilities here. They're a little bit screwed. Yep, that's happening. We need to go like this. Oh, we just need to go basically... Well, like, we need hot water on all this, but I'm not sure I should go straight down or just kind of over, maybe? Well, let's just do this. I don't really want to be bothered with it, I don't think. So let's just do that. And this pipe, we're kind of doing the same thing with the piping, so. kind of down like this. Fine. Whatever, it's cool. Yeah, and then up like this. I'll just kind of, that, and that. And just kind of like this. The thing about Prison Architect, it's both a pro and a con, I think, about the game, is that a lot of things work really well, and the game has come a long way since its first like beta stages and stuff. But I'm just gonna come like this, actually. Yeah. But when you get a prison in its later stages, right, an older prison, one that's developed like this one is, things do get repetitive. Which is this just the nature of things. I mean, the cells or layouts either work or they don't. And why don't you have power? Okay, because of that, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's because of that. Oh. Okay. Things do get repetitive, you know, but it's okay. That's the nature of the game. That's the nature of really any type of like city builder game or, you know, anything like that. The cool thing about city builders, like city skylines and stuff, for example, is that there's so many different ways to do things that you can really express creativity on an ongoing basis. Even in a later game, there's always a different way to make the neighborhood, but it's still the same gameplay mechanic, right? It's still the same gameplay process. Make this zone. Make this zone. This needs police coverage. This needs schools. You know, oh, they're not happy here. Let's give them a park. The little things like that is still repetitive, but there's a little bit more creativity you can express. I mean, there's a lot of creativity you can express with Prison Architect, don't get me wrong, but it's to the extent that there's, I mean, for example, if I go to objects, right? Here's the list of every object you can use in the game, right? Pretty cool. And there's a good amount of stuff here. And I've added a few things with mods, and you can add a ton of stuff with mods. That's where mods really shine. But it's in the terms of like other games, like RimWorld, for example, it's a little bit restricted. It's a little bit limited. I'm trying to find the reason why these guys are mad. Oh, it's because of him. Yeah, he already acted out. Didn't kill anyone though. We're happy about that. What did he do? Destruction. Okay. All right. Destruction. Here we go. I'm excited to see you guys try and escape this prison. I'd love to see you guys try to escape this prison. It's probably not that hard. I mean, it's an outdoor prison, so really it's not about fighting your way to the front door. It's kind of about doing enough damage to something where you can get out. But can a prisoner do damage, like with his fists, right? Can a prisoner really do damage, like to fences and stuff? I don't know. If you can, then all you need to do is come down here and do some damage to this fence and you're good, you know? But there's a lot of ways you can escape this prison. I think there are a lot of ways you can escape. I'm not going to tell you any of them. You know, I'm not going to tell you any of them. But I think there are a lot of ways. It's pretty tight though. It's pretty good. Especially with the double perimeter wall on the backside here, and the fact that there's double gates everywhere, and I think it's covered really well. There's snipers, towers, even in the outside areas like this, there are still sniper towers. There's just no sniper in the towers. They're still short on snipers, I guess. Let's check this out really quick before we get too carried away. We got a couple of question marks here. I do want to investigate that. We got a couple of gang members that came in, 36, 29, 31. Blue's making a comeback. Still no green leader, despite having almost 30 prisoners in here. No, not even a deputy or lieutenant or whatever you call him. Is there not even a green lieutenant in the prison? I don't think there is. No. There's not even a green lieutenant. Wow, green has been pretty much neutered then. There's no organization. They just exist. Red, on the other hand, has the leader, this lieutenant, which is also in Supermax. So he's not really a problem in terms of organization. But I think there's another one. I I thought there was another one anyway. Could be wrong. Looks like I kind of am. Yeah, if I let these guys out, and that was another comment, or another person wanted me to let them out, like let them out and just let the gangs do what they want to do. Yeah, we could totally do that. We could. Once the prison's done and I've uploaded it to Steam and all that stuff for you guys, I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. Do I not have any prison labor in here, or he's kind of in there? Hopefully he's kind of organizing the shop. He's got a lot to do, though. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and just do dismantle object on all of these things. I don't think I can. I can't, actually, do that. Because I have to dump them. Can I dump object? Is there a button to dump object? I don't think there is. Clear indoor area. Could do that, but I think that removes the room. It's fine. I'll just move the room back. Put the room back in. There. That prompts everything to be removed from here, right? And then if I take the room, make it a shop. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that was a big one. There we go. Bring the shop back. Sometimes things get a little bit bugged. Gotta work them out. And that's how we're gonna do it. And move that stuff out of here. Got to also put the tiles back. I think we had a marble flooring with this. I think. There we go. Okay. So that's what I've been working on. I'm gonna keep working on it. Takes a while, but we're gonna get there. I think at the start of the next episode, all of these houses will be done. We've got 440 prisoners in the prison now. Are all of these cells actually designated as cells? I'm actually curious as to whether or not we need to do a shakedown tonight too. We got lots of weapons and stuff in there. But I'm curious as to whether or not the cell quality stuff is actually working out. Got zeros and zeros. This guy deserves a 6, but he's in a 0. Is it because there's no 6s available? Well, they're not allowed to go in here. That makes sense. The 4 is in the 6. He shouldn't be. There's a 6 available right here. Unoccupied. Maybe somebody's on their way to it. I think if somebody was on their way to it, though, it would still tell me that they have that cell claimed. Maybe I can... Some people said I could, like... Why don't you just tell them where to go? Or, like, you can't... I have no way of telling this game where I want specific prisoners to stay. I can put them there. If I take this guy... If I take Ian Crease and I say, go to that cell, and I right-click here, sure, the game will say, go to that cell. But the moment he acts up, or the moment there's some sort of rotation or anything happens within the game that causes that prisoner to have to go somewhere else, like going to solitary, for example, the moment that happens, he could get moved and go to a different cell. He's not going to stay there. Even if he was going to stay there, I have 440 prisoners. I'm not going to go to each and every one and go, okay, I want you here, I want you here, I want you here, I want you here. I'm not going to do that. Some people said, why don't you just take the gangs, right, and we'll segregate them, right? Segregate all the gangs into their own sections so they don't fight. Okay, sure. How do I do that? The only way I can think of to do that would be to make green gang in light security, red gang in medium security, and blue gang in high security, right? But then I have the same problems. I have to work with people who are not in gangs, being in there with the gangs at security levels that don't fit them, right? Like, okay, so I'm going to take all the random prisoners that are coming in. I'm going to import high security people, but then I'm going to like manually come into each one of my prisoners coming into the prison and just be like, okay, you're in light, you're in medium, you're in high. I'm not going to do that. It's just a lot of tedious micro-organization that you guys could do if you want. I mean, once I upload this, you guys can do what you want with it, but that's just not something I'm just not going to do that. I'm more interested in building the town and sort of designing the economy and the infrastructure with exports and prisoners assignments and work schedules and getting these buildings in order. There's a lot of trees here. I'm actually really happy they didn't demolish these trees. These are all natural trees. I didn't put these here. I'm really happy that that turned out that way. Anyway, so that's kind of a long episode. It's only long because I'm not used to seeing the timer in this new location for this game. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I got nothing else really to say. In the next episode, I'll have all of these cells done. I'll have some additional stuff probably started. I'll have these buildings here will all have doors, and I might actually figure out what I wanted them for and actually designate them as what I wanted them for. I might put another big church here. I think we need another chapel because our needs, if I take a look at needs, yeah, clothing needs pretty big. We still have a pretty good sizable spiritual need as well. And drugs and alcohol, we need to do something with that, addiction and stuff too. So maybe we go, got lots of people in foundation education. 33 people interested. Is that what that said? Is that what that said? Where is this? Go back up. Yeah, 33 people interested. Let's start another class. Get some more people in there. Carpentry apprenticeship, nice. 68 interested. We need all the people. We need all them people in there. Yeah, get them trained. We need a lot more workshop people. Pharmacological treatment of drug addiction. We could probably start another one of those if we want to. Alcoholics group therapy. Taser certification's fine. We already have people working on that. Parole is fine. Spiritual guidance is fine. Death row appeals. He's got 6%. I'm gonna let him go one more, but if he gets out, cool. If not, we'll fry the guy next time, I guess. Prison basketball league is in good shape. 420 prisoners want to learn how to play basketball. That's fun. Or want to play in the league. Pretty much every prisoner in the prison wants to play in the league. Not all of them are trained, but it's cool. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.